Hi, Jane. I hope you're doing well. This is Angela. I'm the occupational therapy student you have been working with. So last time you came to the clinic, we fit an orthosis to your thumb. We melted the plastic and molded it around you. You can see it in the picture there. So today I'm just going to go over ways you can take care of this orthosis, things you should look out for, when you should wear it, and why it's important to wear. And if at any point you have questions about anything I have said here, please feel free to reach out to me so we can all be on the same page and clarify anything you might have questions about. So first, I just wanted to start with explaining what it is that I gave you. So I use the term orthosis, which might be new to you. It is kind of a bigger word. Splint might be something you're more familiar with. So I just want to quickly go through the difference between the two. So splint would be a general brace or cast you go to the store to buy. Typically, they're made out of felt and they have a bunch of Velcro straps. There might be some plastic on them, but they're very generic and they can pretty much fit anyone. Whereas an orthosis is especially made for you, and it's made out of a plastic material, as you saw, and it's molded directly to your hand. So this provides much better support and also is more durable. And although it's made of plastic, we can also adjust it along the way if we need to. So why is it important for you to wear this funny looking plastic thing? I think it looks cool, but your osteoarthritis might have caused your thumb to be in an abnormal position a little bit like this. So what we want to do with the orthosis is just bring it out to a more natural position, and this is better for your muscles, it's better for your joint, and you can actually also grasp with it. So it provides stability to help your osteoarthritis. And it should also relieve a lot of your pain since it's in a more natural position. So for this reason, I really would prefer you to wear this all the time as much as possible. You can see the little 24/7 logo I put in there. There's times you can take it off, like when you shower, to avoid getting it wet, or if you're washing the dishes. But mainly you should keep it on when you're awake and when you're sleeping. And this should not be uncomfortable to you at all. If you feel any discomfort, you should let me know, because that means something might be wrong with the orthosis. And you can also take it off when you're doing those tennis ball exercises I showed you. I know we have fun with those just for better mobility, and any other exercises or stretching in your program. There's a couple of things to keep in mind when caring for the splint. So to keep it clean, you can wash it with warm soapy water. Make sure it's not too hot, or you could use hand sanitizer if that's easier. It's just important to make sure you dry it all the way before putting it back on your arm, because this might cause excessive rubbing if it's still wet. And if you decide to wear it when you're showering, just make sure it's covered with a plastic bag and no water gets in there. And finally, let me know if it gets damaged in any way, if it gets broken or it changes its shape if it gets too hot, so we can fix that, because we don't want your thumb getting held in a position that's not correct. Some other things to look out for and to tell me if you notice: if you have more pain or swelling, which means like your thumb gets bigger around where the orthosis is, if your skin turns more red, turns more light, or becomes more hot or cold, if you notice tingling or kind of the pins and needles feeling in your finger, and if your skin turns red or bumpy, these are all signs of irritation or something might not be right for the splint. Like I said, it should be comfortable and you shouldn't feel anything poking it or have a problem with pain from it pressing into you. Some things to avoid: I have some logos that you can look at for quick reference, but we really want to keep this away from heat. So like the stove, if you're driving in a hot car and you're touching the steering wheel, if you're opening the dishwasher and unloading dishes. This is because it can change the shape of the splint or the orthosis, and this is not good for it. So try your best to keep it away from heat sources, or take it off if you're around something hot. Also, keep it away from cute little doggos, because they might think it's a chew toy and get to it, and that would be a very expensive chew toy. And finally, don't try to adjust the splint yourself. If you have a problem with it, just let me know and we can work through it. So overall, I hope this worksheet in this video provided some information about your orthosis. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next. And to put it on, remember, we just slip our hand through and put our